Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today me and Julia are here because we're going to be doing a little girl talk video. You guys have been asking me to do one of these for so long and I just never did one. So here we are today, bringing back the SESH. But yeah, so today we're going to talk about all things girls, period, boyfriends, mental health, just a whole bunch of stuff. I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me some questions, but I just wrote down a few of like the main ones that I saw and we're just going to answer some of those for you guys. So yeah, period. So the first question is, I want to start taking birth control, but I'm too lazy and ashamed to go ask a professional. Should I start buying some pills? I don't know when to start. Any advice? Actually, today's video is sponsored by Simple Health, and we're going to insert a little clip talking more about it. But if you've never heard of Simple Health, it's basically just an online birth control company where you can talk to an online person and they will help you with all your questions that you need to know and what birth control is going to fit best for you. So here's a little bit more information about Simple Health. Hey guys, so today's video is actually sponsored by Simple Health, but before we get into kind of what Simple Health is and exactly how you guys can try it for free, I just wanted to say a quick little thank you to Simple Health for sponsoring today's video. So I have actually worked with Simple Health in the past, but if you have not seen that video or you haven't heard about Simple Health at all, Simple Health is basically an online company that provides birth control, and the reason why I love Simple Health so much is because it makes getting birth control super easy and very convenient. I know sometimes getting birth control can be a little bit difficult, whether you just don't have time to go to the doctor or just the hassle of having to go up to the pharmacy and talk to them and get all your birth control. Sometimes it can be a little bit of an issue, so Simple Health resolves all of that for you, and you just fill out a little bit of health information and you can get it shipped straight to your house. Another reason I love Simple Health is that it is very, very discreet. There's no labels on any of the shipment, and all of your information is going to strictly be between you and your doctor. I know when I got my package, it was just in a brown box and there was no information or anything on it that would let any of my neighbors or the mailman know what was at my door. The doctors that work with Simple Health will find the right form of birth control for you based on your health profile and the information that you provide. They also only provide reliable brands that they trust, and they make sure everything is super affordable. Simple Health also has more than just the pills, so if that's not kind of the birth control route that you want to go and you want to try something else like the patch or the ring, they also have those as well. So it's completely up to you and whatever you're comfortable with, and your doctor will help you to find whatever birth control is best suitable for you and your lifestyle. Most insurance companies do cover the cost of birth control, so it would be free, but if you do not have insurance, the pills start at only $15 a month with no delivery fees. So like I said, it is very, very affordable. When my first package came from Simple Health, it came with 3 packets of my birth control, 2 boxes of female condoms, and it also came with 1 emergency contraceptive. Overall, getting birth control from Simple Health was just much more convenient for me personally. It was really easy and it just came to my door every month, and I didn't have to worry about going to the doctor or anything like that. However, one thing about Simple Health is obviously they cannot do public exams and things like that, considering they are an online company. So just because you are able to get your birth control online, it does not mean that you should skip out on your exams. So you definitely do need to still go to the gynecologist and still get your lady bits checked up and everything. You just want to make sure everything's okay, especially since you are going to be taking birth control. If you guys would like to try Simple Health for free, you can use my link in the description box. I'll also put it up on the screen. But another way, you can also use my code SavWay at the checkout, and that will help you to try out Simple Health for free. Personally, I've had a really great overall experience working with Simple Health, and I would definitely recommend them to anyone who would like to try birth control. Again, like I said, I know sometimes getting birth control can be a little bit difficult, so Simple Health really does make that whole process a little bit easier. But yeah, with all that being said, you should definitely check out all the information in the description box. And again, thank you so much to Simple Health for sponsoring today's video.
What do you do to get out of a bad mental state?
I think what we both do is we like to do our makeup and get dressed up and
all
hang out together.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Or like, okay, like if you're sad or whatever, feel your pain, like cry about it, let it out. Don't try to like shut off your emotions, because
It's only gonna get worse.
yeah, it's just gonna build up, and then you're gonna just explode. So if you're starting to feel sad or you're starting to feel sluggish, down, anything like that, just take a moment for yourself and do something like go get your nails done or go do your hair, do anything that will give you like a little bit of a boost, period. But
it's also really good to like have like a support system with you though. Like definitely every time one of us has gone through it, the other will be there, like regardless. Like it's actually really helpful. If you don't have friends like that, you need to get some.
yeah, make sure you have a friend that'll pick you up, because like if one of us is sad, we do not let the other one just be sad. Like we'll be like, okay, well,
let's go do
what are we gonna do today? Let's go do something. Let's get your mind off of it.
And it helps. It's not like shutting off your feelings, because you know, you still, like, I know just recently, like, I was going through a bad state and she like got me out of it, but I still came home at the end of the day and still felt it out. But it's always good to have that little time where you're just having fun and not really thinking about it.
Do you have a discharge? I feel like everybody has discharge. I mean, well, pretty much every girl should have discharge. It's a very normal thing. Yeah, I do. Pretty much every girl does. I think every girl does. I don't know.
Somebody doesn't though.
Yeah, how would you not?
Let me know. What birth control do you use? I'm actually not on birth control, but I have used birth control. I'm not on birth control anymore either, actually.
What? What? You didn't know that? No, okay. I personally stopped taking birth control because of my laser treatment, but I'll probably well, I don't know if I'll get back on it or not, but I was taking it for a really long time because of my periods, were
that's why I was
really heavy, and it was just really bad. So I got on birth control for that, and then also my acne was really bad, but I used Trisprintec. That's the one that I personally had used before.
I don't know what mine was called. I used the patch though. Yeah. I used to put on the patch all the time. I had the patch and I used it because my flow was heavy too. So I just didn't want it to be heavy no more. But I got off and I mean, people say that there's like side effects and stuff, but I never got them. Like,
I didn't really experience anything getting off of it either. Like,
I just got off.
Yeah.
They say you're not supposed to, like, you're not supposed to just like stop. You're supposed to slowly stop.
Yeah, I just stopped.
No, I just stopped.
I just stopped.
I mean, don't do that, but
don't take their advice.
Anywho.
Shaving tips and tricks. So, you want to go first? You want me to go first?
I don't really have any.
I was just saying, okay, well, when I shave, I don't shave with the, I do shave with the razor.
Oh, I have one. Go.
Yeah, I don't shave with the razor like all the time. I use like an electric like men's face shaver and whatever, and I use that because it doesn't break me out or anything. So I use one of those, but whenever I go to get laser, I do like use a razor or whatnot, but for the most part, I don't use a razor, so I don't personally get bumps. There's probably tons of tips and tricks videos out there. I don't know. Definitely exfoliate though. Yeah. Exfoliate your lady bits, just like you would exfoliate your face.
I just got shaving cream. Like, I actually just bought it for the first time.
I know, you always told me you use conditioner.
Yeah, I would always use conditioner because it's supposed to almost like moisturize your legs at the same time and make it easier for you to shave. And I mean, wherever, but like, it's supposed to like help a lot. I mean, I've done that from the beginning. Like, I never used to use shaving cream, but I just started using shaving cream and I don't really see a difference. So
I know some people said to like shave with it, like with the hair instead of against the hair, because they said that, that like disrupts everything. I saw that. So whatever direction your hair is going, shave that direction. I guess that is little tips and tricks. I don't really know if we gave you many, but what's your experience with birth control? So mine, I guess I did gain a little bit of weight, but I don't think it was necessarily because of the birth control. I think it was just because of like, I was just getting older and gaining natural weight. But for me personally, I feel like I had a pretty like decent experience with it. I didn't really have anything like negative really happen with me on birth control. I don't know. I don't really have anything negative happen.
Yeah, me either. I didn't feel like we're just like the worst people to be asking these questions.
I know. We don't have like any story time about it, whatever. But yeah, for me it was pretty normal. I guess we could talk about how we got on it. I didn't go to the gynecologist. You did though.
Yeah, I went to the gynecologist like not really young, but like I went when I was 15 or 16, and I got the lady check. Lady check is very traumatic. I personally I was not a big fan of it. It's not a big fan of it, but that's how I got on it.
You were way younger.
Yeah, I was not a big fan of it, but that's how I got on it.
I went to a little like family doctor, and because I was going for like my acne, that's kind of what I went to the doctor for. And we didn't even like talk about birth control with him or anything, but he had mentioned like, oh well, if your acne is really bad and it's a hormonal acne, like you get on birth control and that could help it as well. So then I ended up getting on birth control that way, which usually everybody says you have to go to a gynecologist, but you don't. You can do it through Simple Health, you can do it through going to the gynecologist, or there's so many ways to get birth control, you know. Don't just think, oh, you have to go
to the gynecologist. Like, websites.
Yeah, there's so many ways to get birth control. You don't have to go to the gynecologist. You do not have to go get that checkup. I mean, you definitely should go get that.
It's really healthy for you.
You definitely, like, at least you need to go by like your 18th birthday or something like that, because you need to make sure everything's in check.
What are some ways to start loving yourself?
That's a good one, right?
Yeah. I feel like I've grown so much self-love. Like, honestly,
Recently.
from what I used to be and, like, now, I definitely grown so much more self-love. I'm still very self-conscious, but I feel like everybody is. But I feel like a lot of the time, what helped me a lot, I like to do my makeup so much. Like, I love doing my makeup, and, like, I like taking pictures. And I think that's probably another reason why we're such good friends, because we go and take pictures.
Yeah,
like, we literally always go. Yes, we do our makeup, we go take pictures. And I think, in a weird way, I feel like taking pictures kind of boosted my confidence. You know,
Yeah.
I was confident enough to take the pictures. You know, I'm very critical on myself. I'm so
also
critical.
find someone who like hypes you up.
Yes.
Surround yourself with people who like
are like, yes,
yeah, you know, like hyping you up. That definitely helps. Like if you're around people who like don't ever like compliment you or anything like that, you know,
they're not
like,
it's not benefiting your life in general.
Yeah.
Like, you want to surround yourself with people who care and support and boost your confidence and everything like that. Because like her and Maddie, I'll be taking the pictures, I'll be like, damn girl, like, stop.
but
like,
yeah
stop.
And then also just like taking time for yourself, like doing little things that you like to do. You know, if you just like spend your time doing things for other people and you never like do anything for yourself, then like you need to do things for yourself.
It's good to have like a day to yourself, you know, like go take a date with yourself, you know, like literally just go run some errands, go shopping, do some stuff for yourself. I was gonna cuss. Sorry.
Another thing I'll be like, start like changing how you speak about yourself. Stop saying, oh, I don't look good in this or whatever. Like kind of like convert to like how you're talking about yourself. Make sure that you're like, if you say something negative about yourself, like be like, oh, okay, wait, and then like say something positive about yourself, and always do things like that. And then start
Good one.
start like manifesting your happiness and like being like, you know what, you really do choose your own happiness. So if you sit and be sad all the time, then you're gonna be sad. But if you like pick yourself up and try to keep going and keep pushing, eventually like over time it's gonna get less and less, and you're gonna start to love yourself more and start to be happier. So you have to keep pushing.
And it is hard, you know, like it definitely gets hard. Nobody's saying it's like easy to just keep pushing, because it's definitely hard, but that's what makes it all the more worth it, you know. Like you're like, oh, I went through this, like okay, then I can go through more, you know. Like you feel inevitable or invincible,
undefeatable.
Weird, so many words.
What age were you when you got your period? I don't remember exactly what age I was, but I was either in I think I was in 7th grade.
Yeah, I was in 7th grade.
I'm pretty sure I was in 7th grade because I remember like coming in and being like, oh my god, I got my period. It was like a cool thing, but
you go in the locker room.
Not cool anymore, but
no,
I'd
be trying to be quiet, trying to open the package. Now everybody, that used to be the thing, like, oh my god, I have my period.
Yeah, because I was when everybody started to get it, and it was like,
I was like,
we got it,
period.
But yeah,
how do I ask my mom for birth control? Okay, I would say this, honestly, birth control does not have just that one main reason, you know, like that's not the only reason to get on birth control. Now
you can say it.
It's not that only reason, okay? So I would like literally just bring up all the, what do you call it, the pros of birth control, how it like helps acne, like how many girls take it for many different reasons. So
I think just having a very like open conversation. I mean, the more parents try to like be like no, the more like sneaky and like other ways that like, you know, I feel like it's just better to be safe. So if you're wanting to get on it, I feel like just having like an open, honest conversation with your mom about it, or like your whoever you're talking to about it. But I definitely think just be like very vocal and be like, if you're not wanting it for that reason, if you're wanting it for like, oh, okay, you just have a really heavy flow, or you just have like severe like hormonal acne, you can always ask for it in like those ways. Be like, I think we could try seeing if it'll help me with my acne, and if it doesn't work, then I don't have to take it anymore, or you know, things like that. It doesn't have to be just for sex and like preventing birth, obviously. So I feel like just having a conversation with why you specifically want it. How do you remember to take your birth control?
Oh, well, man, I would always forget. But you had an alarm, didn't you?
Yeah, okay, so I use the app Flow, and you can set alarms through Flow. If you do not use Flow, I highly recommend it. It's a great period tracking app. I don't really use it like consistently like I should use it.
But it's still really accurate.
Yeah, no, it is so accurate on when I'm supposed to get my periods. Like I get my periods within like 1 or 2 days of when it says, so I love using the app. Not period. You can set birth control reminders on the app, but you can also just set like a reminder on your phone, or like an alarm on your phone.
Or write it
somewhere.
Yeah. On a sticky note.
Yeah. And always have it on you. Like if you're going out or whatever, put it in your purse so you don't forget it. You know, like if you know you're gonna to be out at the time that you say you're gonna like that you have to take it, make sure you have it with you, or like anything like that. So that way you always have it on you.
When did you start wearing tampons?
Immediately. Literally, I never have worn pads ever.
See, that's all I wear. That's all I wear. Oh my god, we're so different, but it's the same.
I just don't personally like pads because I don't want to sit in that. But I know some girls are like scared of tampons, so like it's cool and all. But I personally prefer tampons just because that's just the way I prefer, I guess. I don't know.
It wasn't really my choice, I guess. Like my mom, was like, no, like you can't use tampons. And I started using it like after, or literally, I don't even use it like consistently still. Like I just use it like if I'm at her house and like I need something, like I'll use it. But I started using it probably when I was 17.
Do you have a heavy flow? So me personally, that's literally exactly why I got on birth control. My flow was so freaking heavy. Literally Niagara Falls. It was insane.
I feel like that's really common though.
Yeah, no.
Like I don't think it's something you should be ashamed of or anything.
Yeah, no.
Like I know I do. I know she does. Like so many girls have heavy flows like in the beginning of their period. It's usually the worst. So that's probably all it is.
Yeah, no, birth control oh, awesome. Yeah, well, obviously I said that was the reason for birth control, but birth control helped my period go down so much. Like I still am heavy like my first or 2 days, but when I wasn't on birth control, like when I had my period before I ever started taking it, worse. I literally would be heavy for, I kid you not, like 5 to 6 days straight, and then like only kind of be like medium to light the last like 7, and I would literally have like a full week of a period. Like it was not a 3-4 day period, like it was like a whole week. And yeah, no, it was so bad. And like that's how me and my sister both are, not to put her business out there or anything, but like my mom, she didn't have a heavy flow, so I don't know, just me and my sister got that bad gene, I guess. But yeah, I had a really heavy flow and birth control helped with that.
Are you moody on your period?
My like mood swings come before I get my period. Like I'm still a little bit moody on my period, but mine comes like within like the week before my period. That's when I get super emotional, moody, irritated, all of the moods.
All the good stuff.
I get it the week before.
I get it the first couple days. I'll be really like, I'm not even irritated. I don't even feel like it's my hormones. I think it's just because like I'm on my period. Like I just hate being on my period. So I think I just I do get super emotional. I get so emotional.
Me too.
Girl, we be crying.
Any embarrassing period stories? I've bled through my pants at school so many times, y'all. Literally, oh my god. I have done it a few times. I know I have to have like a super not embarrassing story, but just like a super like story. But like no, I used to bleed through my because like I said, I had a super heavy flow, so I'd have to wear like super plus. Sometimes like if I could find one that was more than that, I'd have to wear that. But like I would bleed through my pants at school, and then I just have to like ask my mom to come like bring me new shorts, or I'd have to just wear a jacket around me. But yeah, I used to bleed through my shorts a lot at school, and that was like another reason I was like, Mom, come on, we gotta fix this problem.
Yeah, no. I definitely used to bleed through my shorts so much. At a point, I just kept extra pants in my thing, and I was like, man, people make it seem so bad and like so like nasty and everything, and it's really not. Like,
no, it's really not.
It's really not. It's so normal. It's so common. Like, it's just that girls don't talk about it enough.
Yeah.
And you know, that's fine. Like, people aren't comfortable, but girls don't talk about it enough to like communicate with each other. Like, oh, that happens to you too. Like, that happens to me.
Yeah, and also if
because I didn't know that happened to you. I was like, period. I mean, not me.
If you see a girl and like she bleeds through whatever, don't make her feel uncomfortable for it, or like, because that's another reason why like girls feel so uncomfortable about talking about things like that, is because like I think it's more of like girls almost making like, other girls feel uncomfortable for it. So like if you see a girl and she's bleeding through or whatever, be like, or if you notice it or whatever, be like, hey girl, you know what, like you did just bleed through, but like here you go, like whatever, you know,
just comforting about it. Like, you know,
don't imagine if it happened feel weird about it. Yeah. First period story. My first period I got at home, actually. Very thankful for that. But I was home and I think ours is pretty much the same story. But I just like went to use the restroom and you know, it was there, and I was like, Mom, I started my period. And then I just got one of those like super ultra thin tampons and put it right up there. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like well, just living with my mom and my sister, like I always knew about periods and stuff. So when I got my period, it wasn't like a scary thing for me or like an unknown thing for me. Like my sister and my mom like talked about it like many times around me before, so it was not very like weird for me. It was very comfortable.
I think literally same story, but after I got my period, because I didn't know that much about periods because I have a sister but like one. and like one older one, and my younger sister wasn't born yet, so I didn't know much about it. So I was like, I was kind of scared. I was like, what is this, like, you know? Like, I was super like confused. And so I asked my mom, and she told me, she covered me, and I think it was like, it was in 7th grade. We already said that. Yeah, so it was literally the same thing. Did birth control make you gain or lose weight? It didn't make me do anything.
I don't think it really made me do anything. I know some people, like, sometimes there are birth controls out there that like can make you gain a lot of weight. I've never really heard about losing weight though. I've always
gaining.
only heard like about gaining weight.
That's another reason that I took it.
To gain weight?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I tried to, because it's really hard gaining weight. It's really hard. People be underestimating it, but it's really hard because I be eating, and I'm so eating. And like, I go to the gym, and I'm like, currently, we've been going to the gym, and we've been working. She's been pushing.
Trying to get her to go up on the weight.
Pushing. But it's really hard losing or gaining weight, and that's one of the reasons I took birth control, because I wanted to gain weight. But on some bodies, like, it doesn't work, and that's fine. Like, I think you kind of just have to, it sounds really bad, but like, try different ones out to see which one fits you the best, because it's all based on your body, your hormones, like all of it. So,
and talk to your, like, whoever you're talking to, gynecologist, family doctor, or whatever. You know, if you don't want to gain weight, you can be like, this is like a really big thing that I don't want when I'm taking birth control. And there's so many, like, there's literally so many different kinds of birth control. So there's definitely something that's out there that's for you. So just talk to your doctor, figure out what you think would be best suitable for you. Best advice for breakups. I personally
be a bad bitch. I think that you're so good at this question, so it's perfect.
I think that you cannot let yourself like be down about it, and like, do not let anybody, like, if you move on really fast, or if you don't move on really fast, do not let anybody make you feel bad for however you are coping with your situation. Everybody goes through different things, and if you choose to move on with people faster because that's how you want to cope, like, that's how you want to cope. But I mean, don't use people, like, definitely let people know, like, that's what you're doing, you know? But don't let other people, like, shame you for how you're moving on after a breakup. And also, like, breakups are always going to be hard. There's no, like, way to make it easy. And, like, I feel like everybody's just searching for, okay, how do I just, like,
move on,
get over, you know? You're not going to, like, literally, it's going to be a bitch. It's going to hurt. It's going to literally
be a pain in the
ass. Unless you like literally just didn't care. But if you really were, like, in love with that person, you really did care about that person, it's going to be hard, and you're going to think about them from time to time. That's normal. I think just know that it does get better. Like, it does get better. You have to, like, if that person was bad or whatever, you have to remind yourself of the bad things that they did, and just be like, you know what, I don't deserve this, and know your worth.
Something that really helped me in the past was, you know, really actually feeling it instead of, like, just shutting down and being like, no, I don't want to feel it, let me distract myself. You know, it's okay, like I said, to go and have fun, distract yourself for a little bit, but it's always going to come to a point where you're going to have to face the feelings of it. Like, you're going to, and it's going to be hard. It's not going to be something you want to do, but it's something that you have to do. It's part of your growing process. Like, you need to think about that. This is something that's going to better you, take you farther in life, you know, teach you a lesson, you know? Even if it was a really good relationship and it just didn't work out, you know, there's always something to take from a certain situation. But yeah, I definitely think, like, it's gonna be hard. So
yeah. How do you know when to take a break for yourself? I think whenever you start, like, noticing that you're being way too negative towards yourself, or you're being too critical, or, like, if you just feel super tired all the time, you have no motivation for anything, I think that's when you need to be like, okay, I need to pull back, I need to take some time for myself. Because if you're not, like spending time with yourself and spoiling yourself, you're not going to be able to give your energy to other people. Like, you have to put your energy first. And that's really something that, like, I know we both had to work on, because it's really hard, especially when you're, like, a caring person, you're a giving person, you want to give and you want to care and you want to do all these things for other people, but you literally cannot do that unless you are taking care of yourself. So whenever you start to feel like any sort of type of way, just be like, you know what, I just need a day. You just need a day. I promise you, like, literally, you could even take a couple hours for yourself and you'll already start to feel better. So
with me, I can tell when it's getting bad. Like, I feel like you can definitely tell. Everybody can definitely know when they're going through something or going through a bad time. You can tell. Like she said, you can't care for anybody if you're not careful. You know, you need to care for yourself, love yourself, make sure you're okay before you make sure you try and go make sure everybody else is okay. Because it's no point at that point. You kind of sit back and it's kind of like a self-realization type thing. Like, you need to own up to that. Okay, I'm not okay right now. Yeah. And that's okay. That's okay that you're not okay. You know, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to continue and be sad and be like upset and sit in bed all day, or are you gonna go be active and, you know, take time? Like, I know, like, today I didn't want to go to the gym. I didn't want to go to the gym, and I was like, man, no, I need to go to the gym. Like, it's gonna be better for me. And it was. I got my workout in and it was good. You only just need a couple hours, like she said, literally a couple hours, and you'll be good.
But also, it's like, you need to know when it's time, like, to take time for yourself or to just keep pushing, because sometimes like, sometimes I personally just will be lazy and I'll be like, you know what, I just don't want to do this today. Am I really like sad about it, or am I just being lazy? And you do need to keep yourself, you do need to keep yourself going, but also, like, do take time for yourself, but know when, like, how to tell the difference between the two. I think we did that.
No, seriously.
If y'all have any more questions though, please comment them down below. I tried to, like, do a good amount of questions, but I mean, if y'all really like this video, we could do a part 2 maybe in the future, or if y'all just have like questions y'all need to answered now, then comment them down below and we'll try to get back with y'all. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like. Don't forget the subscribe button, turn your post notifications on, and what should they comment down below?
Is there a watermelon?
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Comment the watermelon.
There's a watermelon emoji, so comment that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.